Okay. More of this. Let's just get straight into a run and see how it goes. Yesterday was a pretty shit day overall for runs, so hopefully this will be better. I did a decent bit of practice yesterday, sort of last night, looking at the places I got hit in the 5-hit run from yesterday. So there were a couple of there were a couple of like really weird places that I didn't expect to get hit. That I've looked at coming up with a strategy to hopefully get those. And then there are also just some hits to boss fights that I had a bit of a practice of. I even practice a bit of ball, which is something I never wanted to do or thought I would have to do, but I mostly did, I think, Yobu, Ball and Lady Butterfly were like the bosses that I practiced. I think those are the ones that really slipped me up yesterday. And all the various areas and things I've had a look at, and I think they should be fine. Okay, another first try tutorial. At least we are pretty consistently getting through that now. That's probably like 8 in a row or something. I will. How are you doing? Guest charge. Let's go 70. Because you're not at work. Eight. Okay. Are you sure you actually charge your phone? This always happens. I really don't believe you when you say you actually charge it. You never seem to have more than like 10%. Is it actually charging, or is it just sat at 8%? So that does kind of make a difference. If it's at least charging. You'll put it on charge in a bit? What? I'm assuming you can't right now then, because like if I had 8%, I wouldn't be saying like I'll put it on in a bit. Like mine goes on when it hits like 40. Okay, and Ogre. Oh, you're playing DS1. Fair enough. I'm still kind of shocked you got ONS first try. I'll be honest, that did kind of make me a bit mad, because I took ages to get that fight the first playthrough. ONS probably took me like a good, oh, like half an hour. Maybe longer. So ONS was not an easy fight to get the first time. Or at least for me it wasn't. I'm still pretty bad at it. Like I really don't trust myself to get it first try. So I think in general I'm just pretty bad at Dark Souls 1. Okay, Yobu. I actually practiced you yesterday, so can we get past you? No. That's probably one of his harder attacks, at least for me in the timing, but good start, I guess. Okay, well, this is a good start. Hated Four Kings, though. I mean, Four Kings is basically just a DPS check. Like, if you're able to kill the first king before the next one spawns and keep doing that, then you're fine. But if you allow multiple of them to spawn, it gets really ugly really quick. The run back is also just a pain. Okay, what is going on? Yeah, that would have been my brother. He was basically right outside my door. Because we're painting the kitchen, which is basically next to my room. So you've got a lot of people walking like back and forth right by my door. Okay, let's try not to get sniped this time. So getting shot twice in the tutorial is not a good sign for things to come. Favourite item is the Lord Vessel. Yeah. Just having the ability to warp is very, very nice. It's still not every bonfire, but it's, you know, it's most of the important ones. So not having warp early on, I guess, is... I mean, it's annoying because I'm just used to being able to warp wherever. Because I played DS3 first and all that stuff, so I guess just not being able to warp from the start of the game seems a bit odd, but it's definitely a lot nicer when you get it. You can do catacombs whenever. They're actually in terms of like scaling, catacombs I'm pretty sure are actually very early on. But they're quite early game. But just no one ever does them because they're a pain to go through. Because the skeleton's really annoying, and if you go there before you have the Lord Vessel, then if you ever sit at a bonfire, you have to climb your way out. You can't just warp out. Yes, they're scaled to be done like pretty soon, but or at least the boss is scaled for that. But nobody actually does it because they're just a pain to do without the Lord Vessel. I think I've done it once, where I went through the catacombs without the Lord Vessel, and had to climb my way out. And I basically just did it once on a playthrough to see what it was like, and it's really not fun. Especially because it's also just really dark. So trying to see where you're going while also like climbing out things is quite annoying. Right, so which Lord Souls have you got then? So you've got 4 kings. Have you got any others? Which snake thing do you mean? I assume you also have DLC. Okay, I mean, I'm trying not to spoil them, but after Ornstein and Smo, which bosses have you killed? Other than 4 kings? So I don't want to just like say their names. You know, I guess with achievements or whatever, you could just check their names. Oh, Fram, right, the snake in Firelink. What am I doing? You've killed no bosses since ONS? I mean, okay, yeah, you've still got 3 then. Why? Because 4 kings are 1. And then there are another 3. Plus also the DLC. Basically, to get started with the other 3, so one of them killed Stray Demon? Yeah, because I'm assuming, because you did Painted World, right? And in order to get to Painted World, you need to beat Stray Demon and get the item. So the other 3, one of them is through the Demon Ruins, like past Quelaag. One is in the Catacombs, and one is... Basically, if you start at the Anolondo bonfire, and if you go off to the left, there was like a yellow gate that you couldn't pass, and that will now be open, and you can go through there. So those are locations of the other 3. Like, you go through those areas. I will also just say for the DLC that Dark Souls 1 automatically starts New Game Plus when you kill the final boss. So you need to do the DLC before the final boss. It's not like DS3 where you can kill Solar Cinder and then go back and do the DLC. And, you know, just stay in your same playthrough. Oh, can you get to Painted World before Stray Demon? I didn't know that. I know where you get the doll for Painted World, but I didn't know that you could get that without killing Stray Demon. Yeah, DLC is auto installed on Remastered. So if you have Remastered, you have it. And I don't think you can get the original edition on Steam anymore. I think it's just Remastered, which, yeah, has the DLC. HItless Gyobu. Yeah, say the doll is like in the cell where you start the game. Just I thought that you had to kill Stray Demon to get there. I didn't know that there was a way to get there without killing Stray Demon. And say DLC is a bit convoluted to figure out how to get into, but you've already done like part of the entry requirement, and from this point you should be able to just like find the rest of it. The S1 DLC is definitely one of the more convoluted ones to unlock. Unlike something like Dark Souls 3 where the warp is just there. I seem to remember DS2's DLCs also being kind of annoying to access. I can't really remember though. I think like maybe one of them was really annoying to get into. I think the other ones were okay. Okay, time for peak boss design. Let's just keep going. don't want to get stuck in this sort of loop like yesterday. Okay, now we're not going to keep going. Ball. What an incredible fight. If I get hit once though, I'll keep going. But not twice. I really wish the rules would just let us skip the ball. Like, the rules should just let... Like, every run you're allowed to skip one boss with glitches. But just let me skip the ball every run. It's definitely a boss. I think the main thing is I'm just super impatient with that fight. Because it's A, really bad, and B, just takes forever. So I always go for like really sort of greedy punishers to try and make it quicker. Which never pay off. The bosses in DS1 confuse you? What, in like terms of design? Or like attacks, or what? And DS1 boss design is... I know it's pretty good, but there are a lot of demons. And also there are some really good bosses, but then I think a lot of the arenas are quite wacky. Especially Capra. I mean, that's just FromSoft bosses in general. Or like FromSoft in general. Like, because of the way they do the story, it's sometimes really difficult to know who you're actually fighting or like what their significance is or anything. A lot of the time it just seems like some dude. So I think definitely for the Souls games and Bloodborne, you could probably play through... Like, you could probably play through the entirety of the Souls trilogy and Bloodborne and not have the slightest clue about any of the story or like any of the bosses or anything. Like, it's just the way that FromSoft does storytelling. unless you actually start, you know, unless you read like every item description and listen to every NPC dialogue line and all this stuff, then there's going to be quite a lot of like bosses or you're going to fight or places you'll go and you just won't have a clue what they are. That's not good. Please don't hit me. I don't know how I got away with that. I mean, I guess in Dark Souls 3's case, in the intro cutscene, they actually list the 4 Lords of Cinder. Actually, I don't think they list Lothric, but they definitely mention Yorm, Aldrich, and the Abyss Watchers. So at least in that sense, you have an idea of who like the main bosses you're going for are. Because I think in DS1 it mentions... I'm trying to think of who actually mentions in DS1. I think it still mentions bosses. I can't remember what the DS1 cutscene is. So I've only played DS1 enough times to get the Platinum Trophy. So I think like 3 times. Yeah, and Orlando in both is really cool. Like I said, there's a lot more to it in DS1, but I think even in DS3's case, it's like a really good... So even though it is a pretty small area, I think it's still really good. And honestly, it's one of my favourites in DS3. Just seeing how sort of worn down it is and like the path up to Aldrich and all this stuff. So it's the sort of thing that... Honestly, I think most of DS3 is better if you play DS1 first and like DS2 so you get all the references. Honestly, I think Anor Londo is pretty good both ways around. Like whether you've like seen it all worn down and everything in DS3 and then you go back to DS1, or the other way around where it's all nice and gold and then you go and it's all worn down in DS3. I think it's pretty good both ways around in that. I don't remember Dark Souls 1 being that difficult for Platinum. I think you do have to farm like some certain items. Not just for Covenants, but I think there are also like some weapons you need to farm. But I don't remember it being like too annoying of a Platinum trophy. Okay, another Gyobu. Seems that late night bit of practice yesterday is paying off. Hopefully I can get through ball this time. Or at least with one hit max. Obviously, ideally it would be 0. Just don't be greedy this time. Okay, don't be greedy with hits, just get them when I know I can. I want to get a run at least to Genichiro. That was close. That was close. That was close. I'm being way too greedy. That was close. That was close. For a no-hit ball, that was about as sketchy as it gets. That was not convincing. Going to fight the second demon boss? Oh, what, so have you... What, so you're going down to where the, like where the golden fog gate was? I assume. I assume that's where you're going. The fog gate, I'm pretty sure, should just be gone. Okay, when you spoke... So when you got the Lord Vessel, did you go back to, like, Firelink and see the snake? Because you need to go and... Okay, so you've spoken to the snake. Did you go down... Like, it tells you to, like, go with it to somewhere and it takes you there. Did you do that? And there's, like, a little cutscene. He brought you to a place. Okay, did you actually place the Lord Vessel? Because if you've been to the altar, then you need to actually place the Lord Vessel, like, on the altar. So that's probably what you didn't do. Yeah, so if you've been there, you need to place it on the altar, and then that will open up all of the gold fog gates. Oh, fuck. Looks like we're fighting Genichiro. And I don't have Mikiri. Fuck you. How did I fuck up the cheese? I can't believe I can deflect. I can deflect the arrows perfectly and then I screw up just his normal run at you attack. I was also right at the end of the health bar. I so nearly got away with that. The centipede fell through the map. What, centipede demon? Yeah. That happened on my first playthrough as well. Because I remember on my first playthrough I got grabbed in an attack and then just sort of stood there for a while and the boss died. Definitely a funny thing on a first playthrough. Just accidentally cheese a boss. And yeah, the altar is where Gwyn is, but it won't open until you've got the... Until we've got the 4 souls. So you need to place it there anyway to unlock everything. I can't remember why... like when Frampt sleeps. I said I'm not overly familiar with DS1. But that's the attack that got me last run. Like, just how. Speak with him in the abyss. Yeah. So I can't really remember the whole thing you're supposed to do with the serpents and all this stuff. I know they do show up in Abyss though. Did you do Four Kings before Ornstein Smoke or after? Just out of curiosity, I assume before. Did you do Four Kings before or after Ornstein Smoke? ONS. You did them after. Okay. Yeah, I really don't know any of like the quest stuff in DS1. Four Kings is the latest boss you fought? Mm-hmm. What level's your weapon then? Plus 10. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty decent for Four Kings, to be fair. What order should you fight the Lords? I think at this point, any order you want. Okay, how did you see me? So I think at this point, you can fight the last three in any order you want. I'd probably say do the demon area first, because it might be useful. But say just do whichever order. How did I not get grabs there? Demon Catacombs Archives? That works, yeah. Say it doesn't really matter. I think in my casual playthrough, I think I did Archives, I think it like Archives, Demon Ruins, Catacombs, and then New Londo. So I did New Londo and Four Kings last. And so I would say DLC do at the very end once you've got all the other Lord Souls. I mean, in fairness, I didn't find Four Kings that annoying. I think it was more the area. I think basically all of the ghosts in the area just put me off doing it until the very end. Because they were really annoying and you needed like an item. And I didn't know how available the curse items were, so I didn't want to just waste them like trying to do the area early on. So I saved it for like the very end. If you thought New Londo was dark, you're going to absolutely love the Catacombs. I can tell you that much. Okay, 3 Gyobus in a row. That's not bad. And yeah, the Catacombs are really annoying. Some sort of like lantern or light spell is basically a requirement for them. Which is the main reason that a lot of people do it so late on in the playthrough. Because doing it without the Lord Vessel is really annoying, and also you kind of need a lantern. I can't remember where all the lanterns are in DS1. Like all the different light sources. Because I know there's a spell for them, but I can't remember where you get it. Yeah, humanity does have uses. So, So the humanity-like item gives you a full heal. So if you run out of flasks, then you can use the item for full heal. And then the humanity itself, as in like the number at the top of your screen, that affects your item discovery. I think it increases item discovery at like 10 and 30 or something like that. And also the humanity item is the Covenant like item for the Spider Lady after Quelaag. What is going on? I fucked this. Why do they have to make this fight so annoying? But we got it at least. Covenants in DS1 work much the same as DS3. I can't remember if it applies to invaders or anything, but it still works the same, like you offer 10 of an item or 30 of an item and you get like a reward from the Covenant. Well, I'm pretty sure the rewards aren't like... I can't remember what they are, but I'm pretty sure most of them aren't like tied to the platinum. I think you only have to farm like 1 or 2 things. I could be very wrong. Actually, no, since I'm here... Oh no, wait, I get that skill book after. I was going to say, since I get this idol now, I might as well get Mikiri, but... I don't have the skill book yet. Okay, let's not fuck up the dead angle. Dude, why isn't this working? I bet if I practice this right now, it will be fine. I'm going to practice this right now and it will not cause a single issue, I guarantee. Bro. Nothing is going to go wrong with this. Thought so. Thought so. Fail it twice in a row in runs. And then go into one practice and it just works perfectly. That is exactly what I expected. Yep. And then next time I get him in a run, I'm sure it's going to fail again. Because the thing that I've known how to do for years and never had any issues with, all of a sudden just stops working. I really don't understand how I can fail the Genichiro dead angle. Like that's supposed to be the easy like boss. You've just had the difficulty of getting through Gyobun Ball. And then you have a nice, easy, like, free Genichiro fight. And then you keep going. Like, it's supposed to be easy. I mean, in fairness, the last two runs both made it to Genichiro. Which is pretty promising and also way better than yesterday. I think yesterday got like 2, maybe 3 runs to Genichiro the entire stream. So the fact that I've already had 2 to Genichiro and like 1 or 2 to Bull is pretty promising. See, if I can get past Genichiro, then there's quite a big scare at Gunfort, but that's just because it's Gunfort. But other than that, the Shura section of the run should be pretty smooth. After Geni, Gunfort is the only sketchy part in Shura. Like, all the bosses are fine and all the areas are fine, so... Like, the only slight worry for me is Armoured Warrior, because I'm sometimes a bit rough at that fight, but... Just need to get one run past Geni. That's the only, like... The only bosses after Genichiro that are particularly concerning are, in my opinion, Armoured Warrior, Owl and Armoured Warrior, Shinobi, Owl and Lady Butterfly. Those are the only, like, concerning ones. Like, all the other fights, there's not really any issues. It's just a case of, like, nerves sort of thing. Like, naturally, if I am HItless to, like, Father Owl or Sword Saint, I'm going to be pretty nervous. Even though the fight itself doesn't cause me any issues. It's like, the only ones after Geni that actually cause me issues are, say, Warrior, Shinobi, Owl and Lady Butterfly. Stagger. Thank you. I mean, the thing with Armoured Warrior is like... So Armoured Warrior has, I want to say, 3 opening moves. He has like 3 or 4 different attacks he can open with. If he opens with one of them, then I have a script for it. Like, if he opens with a certain attack, then I have a full script for the fight. I can do it 100% of the time. The thing is, I don't know how to... Like, I have no consistent way to get him to open with that attack. So if he starts with that attack, then I can do a full script and Armoured Warrior isn't an issue. If he doesn't start with that attack, then the fight gets a bit more sketchy. I think some of its sword swings, for me, just have a bit of a weird timing or spacing to deflect. I would say I did practice Armoured Warrior as well yesterday a couple times, just to make sure I wasn't super like out of the fight and that I could remember what to do. I thought I fucked that. Four Gyobus in a row. And we're 4 for 5 today. Pretty happy with that. Gee, it's funny how much easier a boss becomes when you actually practice it. When you actually spend time practicing fights and learning their movesets, they get easier. Who would have guessed? Centipede Demon, there's like more space off to the sides that might be helpful. You sort of have to run across the lava. The other cool thing is if you can cut its tail, that was close. If you attack its tail a bunch and cut it, then you can get a lava walking ring. So you won't take as much damage walking in lava, which basically gives you way more arena space. Okay, we're past ball for the third one in a row. I think all three balls have been pretty sketchy, but we're past for the third one in a row. I mean, that's just the joy of Centipede. That's just what he does. Just spam the same move over and over again every time you get up and try to heal. That's just part of the Centipede fight. Just have to deal with it. Okay, third time lucky. Don't fuck this up. I fucked up. Got away with it. I actually got past Genichiro. Best believe I tried my best to throw. Screwed up the dead angle yet again, somehow. And then also almost missed a sweep. We've made it past the second main boss. At least I can actually go somewhere other than Ashna outskirts or castle now. So at least that's something. And say Senpo shouldn't be too bad. Wait, why? I spoke to you. Why is he not here? Did I not kill the rat? Wait, did I not kill the rat? I didn't. This would be a pretty embarrassing place to get hit now. I was so eager to go and fight Bull that I forgot to get the skill book. Oh, I just didn't even speak to him, period. Oops. After Centipede is where we go through like the depths to get down to Monk. So we get an idol because the path splits off. So you've got two paths, one goes to Monk, one goes to Ape. So we get an idol for the two paths, then we go and do Monk first. Because Monk is the easier fight because we can do an insta-kill. So, like, attack power doesn't matter. So we do Monk. Oh, Centipede Demon. I keep forgetting that you're on Centipede Demon and just thought, like, oh yeah, Centipede. Like, Centipede in the splits, yeah. No, Centipede Demon, you just follow the path. Probably should have thought you were on about Centipede Demon. But you should get a ring. You should get a ring that basically allows you to walk on lava. And then there's a path through the arena. Yeah, so if you... So from where you entered the arena normally... So from where you enter the arena... Like, if you walk into the arena and there should be a path off to your left that goes through to, like, the next place. And yeah, you should have also got a ring that lets you walk on lava. Which is kind of needed. I don't think there's anything like secret in the boss room. I would say I'm not overly familiar with the S1. I don't think there is. I'm pretty sure it's just a boss room and then a path to the next area. But I could be wrong. You're in an area in the sunlight guys there? Yeah, that's part of his quest line. Like if you speak to him and like do stuff. Yeah, you're in the right place. I'm pretty sure, I think the area is actually quite big. Well, it's a lot bigger than it looks. Okay, please give me the script. Nope. Still got him. Yeah, if he doesn't give me the scripts, that fight, I'm honestly not that confident in. But luckily, I still got through it. I wonder if, like, the other ways, or like the other, like, opening attacks are also scriptable, I just haven't. Because, like, I've scripted one opening attack, but I wonder if you can script the others and I just haven't and always panic when I see them. It's maybe something I should look into. Okay, please don't be an idiot. Okay. HItless monkeys. What did I say? I don't know when. I don't know when you mean, so I can't help you. I don't think it would have been anything related to DS1. Okay, so I get Jump MD and Suppress Presence. And now we lose the HItless run. Just before the fight, I was probably just talking about the Armored Warrior script. Probably something I need to come up with when he doesn't do the opener I want. I mean, I think it will definitely be... It'll either be a useful thing to do to make me either safer with the fight, like if I know an exact script, then I'm going to be much more confident with the fight, of course, because I know the exact move. Even if I can't come up with a script, then there's a chance that trying to come up with one just makes me confident at the fight, and I don't need to worry about it. But we'll see. Anyway, where runs go to die. Time for Gunfort. Can I make it across the bridge? Okay, we made it across the bridge. Favorite boss fight of all time? That's difficult. Probably... I think I'd probably either say Maria from Bloodborne or Virgil from Devil May Cry 5. I think those are probably my top two. Because they're both very fast and also just have really cool moves, and you know, both of them you fight straight up. Like there's no real sort of waiting around at all. So I'd probably say they're my top two. But Souls in general just has a lot of really good fights. I think most of my top 10 is probably FromSoft. I think the Virtual fighting DMC5 is really cool, but I'm a lot... I prefer fighting it as Nero instead of Dante. Just because I'm really bad at playing Dante. I just button mash. Like Nero, I actually know what I'm doing and press things deliberately. Dante, I just spam and just see what happens. I think, in fairness, I think a lot of the DMC5 bosses are actually really good. It's just a really good game in general. I've only played DMC5. I haven't played any of the others. I probably should at some point, because I really enjoyed DMC5 and platinumed it and everything. I think I should at least play like 3 and 4. And yes, say, because I've only played 5, I don't actually know what, like... So I'm pretty sure you only play as Dante in the other games. You might be able to play as Nero in 4, but... But I don't really know how to play Dante. But he's still really fun. And in general is... So it's just a fun like hack and slash type game. I think the best way to describe it is like very cheesy, but it knows how cheesy it is and like uses that to its benefit. Like it knows that it's very over the top. Fuck, this might not work. That was lucky. I've never played Destiny or... I've never played... I think the only like proper multiplayer games I've played are like Counter-Strike, Rocket League and FIFA. Because Counter-Strike I have, I think, over 2,000 hours in. Because it's like the only thing I played in sort of 2018 to 2020. I kind of want to try playing Assassin's Creed at some point. But in like the local like game store in my place, you can all the old ones they sell for like £1 to £1.50 each. So I could just buy most of the old ones for like £10. Okay, small bit of focus time. To be honest, I think that's a pretty fair assessment. Like, I play games a lot, but I don't play a lot of games. Like, I kind of find the ones I like and stick to them. There's also things with like Zelda. I basically just spent, or like for a year, Zelda was just the only thing I played. Yeah, I think that's just quite a thing that I find a game I really enjoy or series I really enjoy and play through like the entire series really quickly. And then sometimes even just stick to it afterwards. So, because the vast majority of games I own are probably either like Mario, Zelda, or FromSoft. Like, obviously, I have like the odd thing here and there that I also like will really enjoy and just like play for fun. You know, things like DMC5 or Hollow Knight, that sort of thing. But to be honest, there's not really like, yeah, I don't play that many like different types of games, or just that many in general, other than what I'm used to? Oh yeah, I played Minecraft a ton when I was younger. So I think I played like Pocket Edition and like the Xbox 360 version. I played all the time. Okay, is Owl going to behave? We need to put him in the corner. Please behave. That's not what I call behaving. Okay, there we go. He's in the corner. The other things I sometimes make, like, I sometimes really want to play a game and get it, and then just kind of forget. Like, there are games that I've had for probably a year or two that I sort of got because I really wanted to play through them. And then it's not that I necessarily haven't found the time, it's just that whenever I've had free time to play it, I've always felt like playing something that I'm like more comfortable with or more familiar with. Like, I want to play through this game, and then when I get free time, like, actually I fancy playing like some Elden Ring or something, or like Dark Souls 3 or whatever. And then every time I'm like, you know, we're gonna be good. Today I'm going to sit down, I'm going to play this game. I've been meaning to play it for a while, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to play this one. And then again, when I go to do it, I just feel like playing something else. So I know, it's an odd thing. Yeah, I just need to do dialogue here to get the other bell charm. And then we can go to Fountainhead. Yeah, I think in a way for me, it's also like, in a way for me, it's also sort of like, I go, right, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to play this game tonight. You know, I've been meaning to play it for, I'm going to play it tonight. And then when I actually get to the time to play it, I'm just sort of like, you know, I want to play it because I want, you know, because I actually want to play it rather than being like, oh, I need to play this tonight. You know, I sort of get to it and I'm like, I need to want to play it rather than just force myself to. Which is probably why then I just always choose to do something else. But I'm sure I'll play them all at some point. Okay, we can keep playing the game. I actually don't know where halfway through this run is. Like, I'm halfway through splits, but I have extra splits for, like, mini-bosses in Hirata and things. So I don't know where actual halfway is. Okay, True Monk. Another boss. Can we make it a distance PB? I was not confident about that working. Honestly, to me, Monk really isn't a scary fight. It's one of my favourites in the game. And say, to me, it really isn't a scary fight. Like, the only way it's really scary is because because I'm currently HItless when I get there. So sort of a bit nervous about screwing it up. But in terms of the fight itself, for me it's not scary in the slightest. Hello. Also, this is the distance PB. This is the furthest I've gotten on this run without getting hit. Because, of course, my last one, I got hit in the water with the lightning. The fish probably looks annoying because it has a human face. That's probably why. Or a human mouth, I should say. Okay, let's hope I don't get sniped here. I kind of came up with a strategy, but I also kind of found out it's still chance. Well, it works this one. Is that something? Okay, just check my attack power's good. Yeah. Okay, don't fuck this up. Don't be greedy. Can you lot come over here? Okay, just take it slow. Take it slow. This would be probably the worst boss to get hit to. Phase 2. We are Food Dragon. We're going into the new stuff. We are going into the new stuff. And I have 2 Gatchines, which is correct. Hirata is honestly pretty nerve-wracking. Just for things like Lady Butterfly. Phase 2 Lady Butterfly is really sketchy. Okay, am I just getting emblems? Time for Hirata. So the 2 I'm worried about most are Lady Butterfly and the second Drunkard. Those are the 2 I'm most worried about. But of course at this point everything is going to be sketchy because of nerves. Or just, you know, in general, this being the first time that I've actually gotten to Hirata still on a HItless. So, you know. At least we get to do this jump for 10 minutes to calm ourselves down. Okay, not 10 minutes. Okay, that's Shinobi Hunter. Just imagine I'm fighting Midir. How is that supposed to help? I'm pretty sure that was my first HItless Midir. Or it might have been my second. Like, it's not something I just do. So that... Oh dear. Okay, let's get this cleanup strat right. With getting rid of all the ads. Then I think we just run and wait for Drunkard to de-aggro. So get Drunkard's attention and just run. He should go back to his location in the middle. Yep. No. I'm not fighting 2 health bars. I think I just do this without the confetti and echo. I don't think I use one of the ones that I have. Because while I'm very confident on Father Owl and Sword Saint, I don't trust myself to do it without confetti or echo. So I'm just going to do the death blow here and fight him without. That was fortunate. Okay. This is the scariest fight left in the run. There's definitely the scariest fight left. That was a hit. Rip. Fuck's sake. She even gave me the good thing in phase 2. That fucking sucks. Oh, god damn it. That sucks. I don't know why I paused in the middle of the fight. Especially when she was fucking attacking me. But that one pause completely threw me off. I really don't know why I did it. At least now there's no pressure on the rest of this. I really don't know why I decided to pause. I want to just take my hand off my controller quickly, but there have to have been better spots that I could have done it. So I think there were 2 hits there. Like, there was the one where I actually took damage, but I think there was a misdeflect before that. That's another hit. Because I thought his poison would have worn out by then. Or at least I'm pretty sure that's a hit. I think the poison's a hit. And now it's just these two. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you throwing a shuriken from that close? Why is he throwing a shuriken when I'm that close to him? God, Hirata fucking sucks. Oh dear. Yeah, I think with Lady Butterfly, there was a hit straight after I unpaused. Because if you block a hit instead of deflect it, it doesn't do any damage to a health bar, but it counts as a hit. Like, as far as rules are concerned, it's a hit. Because it's a block, even though my health bar would still have been full. And I'm pretty sure I blocked one. Maybe even two. Oh well. Let's just finish this off then. Oh well. I think depending on the Lady Butterfly situation, that was either 3, 4, or 5. I mean, that is effectively an Immortal Severance HItless run. Because all of the stuff in Immortal Severance I did HItless and Damageless. It was just everything in Hirata. Because I guess... Because I missed the Drunkard Death Blow, which basically meant I didn't have confetti and echoes for that fight. Which, even though I didn't get hit by it, was pretty sketchy. Lady Butterfly I just paused for no fucking reason, which threw me off. The Drunkard I thought the poison on his sword would have worn off by that point. Although in future the best thing to do is probably when he puts poison on his sword to just run away until it wears off. And the Father Owl one though I'm going to call bullshit on. I don't know why he's throwing a shuriken that close to me. And I've always done that exact same follow-up. Whenever I deflect like his sort of stomp and backflip, I've always chased after him and done an R1. Like, I've always done that exact follow-up, so I don't know why he threw a shuriken that time. But oh well, I guess. I think I'll probably call it there again. I don't think I have time for another. And I also know I said I kind of want to sort of schedule for streaming, but at the moment I just kind of want to do this as often as possible. Because I am very close. Like, if that's how much better runs can go from like an hour's practice last night compared to yesterday's runs, then I am very close to getting this. So I kind of want to just do it as often as possible until I do. But, I mean, when that is, I don't know, but we'll see. See, I am going to call it there. As I said, don't know when I will next stream. Maybe Monday or Tuesday, dependent. It could be one of those 2 days, I don't know. But until then, I will be off. Hopefully I'll see you all there, and see you all later.